This car has been through so much. We bought it sight unseen, only to find out that the motor was completely blown due to apparent salt water damage. In this episode, it roars once again. But before that, let me give you a recap on what has happened so far on this crazy journey. Next build on the channel. I wonder what's wrong with this one. No coolant or anything, guys. I wonder, Christian, I wonder.
What I think we're dealing with here is something catastrophic. This here, I think, is the biggest evidence we've got so far. Well, it's a big job, boys.
More metal.
Right there. Look at all that crack. The whole thing's cracked. The sump itself is cracked. Look at all that. That is, this thing's been destroyed. It's difficult to know exactly what's happened to this car.
Okay. There's a bent conrod.
Oh my.
Is that bent conrod?
There you go, there's the major damage.
There it
So
is.
that there.
So it's completely bent it.
It's completely bent it and shattered.
Wow.
Actual conrod. That's what happens when something that rotates suddenly doesn't rotate anymore. And then all those forces have got to go somewhere. And that's what it has done. It has snapped the conrod in two. It's shoved what's left of the conrod back up the board. And in the process, probably whipped around a couple of times and broke the block. That's what we found out, guys.
So we dropped the engine. Woo! Bought a new one with 70,000 kilometers and put it in.
Done it.
And then it was time to start this car. There we go.
Since when does anything ever go this smooth?
No lights on the dash, guys. Perfect. Or so we thought.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god. We are losing oil from something. Jesus.
Get the thing under it.
Oh. Alright guys, so you saw the leak that just appeared in this car. We've figured it out. We've taken off where it was leaking from. I don't know if you remember in the last video, but we put this pipe on, this like oil drain pipe, and it seems to be leaking from there. We just took the O-ring off of it, the seal, and it is not bad. So we're really confused on how it actually is leaking, but that's where it was coming out from. That's where that huge puddle was coming out from. So we've lost a bit of oil, but don't know what's causing it to leak. All right guys, so we just changed the seal on that oil line that goes from the oil gallery to the oil sump. We're gonna put roughly probably 2 liters-ish back in the car and see if it leaks again. Hopefully it doesn't. All right guys, we've filled it, topped it back up with oil, and now we're gonna give it a start. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Took a second. We got an engine light. As well as that, we're leaking oil again. All right guys, so as you just saw, it was leaking again. We believe we found the issue. Now, if you look closely here in that reflection, you can see a tiny little gap between the pipe and where it mounts onto. Now, even though this gap is tiny, under oil pressure, we're gonna be losing oil. And basically, this is because we actually had swapped that pipe off of the blown engine, because clearly the impact of that thing blowing up and where the oil filter housing was, where it completely cracked off, that has destroyed, basically made this bit not flat anymore. Now this is the other pipe that's actually off this engine that we bought, which is damaged because that car was in a minor incident, so it's damaged. So we can't use that either. Alright guys, so we've managed to get this pipe that came off of the car. It's a bit of a mission because it's really tight space and probably not designed to get it off when the engine's in the car. But we've got it off, and we're now able to prove our theory that this is the issue. This is why we're losing our oil, unfortunately. So basically, we've got also pretty much what it actually goes on to, thanks to the other engine. It's literally destroyed, if you guys can see that. So that sits flush with that. On this side, if you can see, there is a tiny gap between where that mounts and it. So that, under oil pressure, is obviously going to be shooting oil out of there. On this side, completely flat. There is no gap there at all. It is completely flush with this piece. This side, gap. Oil pressure, Shoots oil out. Very bad. Not good. Need to fix. A bit of hammering. It seems to be a lot closer now, so we might have got there. The reason we're actually trying to fix this one and not just getting a new one is because these pipes are 700 Australian dollars, and they're also, you have to order them from Germany, which can have a 3-month wait on it. So we were not planning on doing that. That is way too long just for a pipe like this. And if we got one secondhand, it could have the same issue. So we've decided, let's try to fix it ourselves. And I think we've done a pretty good job. All right, is it now time to put it on and see if we fix this leak? This is gonna be a mission to get on because there's a bolt somewhere up there. I don't know if you can see that where the pipe used to be, right behind that AC line there. That's somehow got to get in there, and we've somehow got to get a bolt on that we can't see. All right, guys, so we have that pipe on the car now. It was a bit of a struggle, but we managed to get it done because you can see how tight this whole space is. So now what we have to do is we have to get it under oil pressure. So that means we got to start it. All right, guys, we've topped it up with oil. We're gonna go for take 2 and start this thing again and see if we get a leak. We might have fixed it. We do have an engine light as well, very strange. I wonder what that is. Now this engine light turned out to be something to do with the camshaft position, and it was able to be cleared. But as you'll see later, it ended up coming back. But the fix was actually quite simple. Sounds nice, guys. It's in sport mode right now. Woo. Alright guys, so it is good. No leak. We've fixed the problem, thank God. Didn't want to have to wait 10 years for a new pipe. Got this pipe on. Bit of backyard mechanicking and she's good. So no leaks, all good. And now we can really possibly drive this thing very soon. It's crazy how this car has gone from a do not start to a fully running car in such a short time. However, we still don't know exactly what happened to this car, and we may never know. Now, it's time to undo what we did in the last video and drop the oil again. You're about to find out why. So, we have decided to actually not just change the oil, we're going to do an engine flush, because there's a lot of carbon buildup in this thing, and
the engine oil was very black.
It was very black. So we're going to do a flush, we're going to put some of this stuff in.
Free promotion.
Henrite engine flush, sponsor us. And then we're going to drain the oil again and put in some new fresh oil with a new filter. Alright, so now we run the car for 10 minutes to let it really get in there and get rid of all the crap in there. And then we drain it again and the flush is done.
Let's start the car.
Alright, let's give her a start up.
I think I can just start it from here, right?
Nah, you put it on the brake, silly.
You're right.
That noise from the lifters is
That took
gone.
a while to start.
So now, 10 minutes of this just sitting to really let the engine flush. That's not what actually happened next. But before we show you that, we just want to say a huge thank you for all the support we've been getting recently. We can't believe we're almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is another massive milestone for us. We really hope you guys are enjoying the videos because we absolutely love making them. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and comment any feedback. Now, back to the video.
Okay guys, so we had the car idling and we realized that there's no fuel in the tank, or not a readable amount. There's also no range, so we're gonna fill it up with fuel now. We went and got fuel. Take it out, take it out.
Which I completely spilled everywhere.
Oh my God. I think you need water to dilute that.
That's right, Chris. Out came the watering can to get rid of all that fuel. Alright, so it is now all cleaned up, but we're on to another issue. What is wrong with this fuel system, I mean? What do you think, Big C?
I don't know. Doesn't read it at all. I don't know what it means.
It smells like a fuel station in here right now.
In the last video, we coated the injectors using the old ECU.
Yeah.
That's related to fueling. This is related to fueling.
Well, I don't remember if it was always like that, but
I think it was, but
maybe we messed up.
if any of you guys have any handy tips or suggestions as to what this could be, let us know, because we actually don't know what it
Chuck
is.
them in the comments below.
Yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments, because I've never had an issue like this before. I don't know what this could be, unless it's just a faulty sensor in the fuel tank.
You reckon we send this car back to Pickles?
I think so, honestly, yeah. Do you want to buy 100k right now? Like,
100k, know what I got. Alright guys, here we go. This is brand new information. We have the right fuel level sensor circuit, short to ground.
That's what he said. It could be anything, so it could be something along the way, could be the sensor.
Oh, this music, Christian.
No demonetization.
Bro, we ain't getting demonetized by, like, William Shakespeare, bro. The fans were just blasting. Turn the demonetization music off. What the hell? Is that an airlock in the system, you reckon?
It's not, I don't think it's circulating water.
All these hoses are just stone cold. This thing is not getting any water in that engine. This could be our culprit, guys. We have a plug in there that was really hard to get on. It is possible that that is what is causing all of our issues. Now, this was the hose coming off of the coolant overflow. But while we figured out that, it was time to drain all the oil. Christian's about to drop the oil. It's gonna be very, very, very hot. I'm standing out the way. Turns out I actually stood directly in the splash zone. Oh my god. Ah! Jesus! Oh my god, why did it shoot out so aggressively?
Am I covered in oil?
Your feet are? Jesus, he was slipping and sliding.
I need a rag, bro.
I thought I was watching a retake of Bambi.
Look at those marks on the floor.
Degreasing the shoes. Hey.
Oh my god. We actually are the worst at anything, Christian, at this point. Can't do an exhaust, can't fill a car up with fuel, can't drain oil. Now we had to clean up the shop thanks to Christian's big mess. And then it was time to remove the filter. Let's see if we can do this right.
No, it's not
How
grabbing.
tight did you do it up?
It's not grabbing.
Oh, it's crumbling.
Oh wow.
You did a fine job, Christian.
I didn't do it that bad, man.
She's
Promise you.
coming apart.
Did it right.
Oh. Alright, we are gonna drain the rad because we need to sort out this cooling issue. We're good. Alright, now back to that coolant overflow hose. Okay guys, so this could be our issue explaining why we don't get a vacuum. And possibly something to do with the cooling issue. I mean, on this thing that I was pointing out before, there is no seal at all. So that could be why. Obviously this is not really gonna go on very well, and this is coming straight off of the coolant overflow. All right, so while we are waiting for this O-ring, we're gonna fill this car up with 8 liters of oil, because now that the flush is done, should be clean of the carbon inside, we should be chilling. I'm gonna do it this time so I don't spill it like Christian did in the last episode.
Because Jake shoved me.
No.
No, it takes like 8 point something.
So, we reconnected that coolant overflow hose with a new O-ring, and now we were able to pull a vacuum and actually fill this car with coolant properly. Alright guys, there we go. As you can see, we have pulled a vacuum, which means there are no leaks in this system anymore, and we're ready to actually fill it up with coolant now. Then, we filled the car with coolant.
There we go.
Full. There we go. Now, to run it, get it hot, and get that gearbox full. Sounded interesting, but hopefully she's able to run right. We got it with new oil, new coolant, again. Good stuff. Then, now that we had some confidence in this car, we were able to rev it for the first time since the engine blew. Give it a rev. That's nuts.
Yeah. Pretty great.
Sounds crazy. What the hell? Then we filled that gearbox up with fluid, and the first drive was getting closer and closer. Alright guys, it is now time to pump up this transmission full of all that fluid. Keep going. Then, I accidentally released the pressure in the pump, and almost shot the rest of the fluid at Christian's dad. Oh, just shot it. Did it shoot it at you? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. What the hell? Now that it's all full, it's time to run it through. It's time to run it through some gears for the first time. In the first few gears. Yeah, it's in second. Third. Third now.
Stop, put it in reverse.
Yep. All good.
Get all the way to 7th gear.
There she is, too easy. Put all through them gears. And now, it was time to begin buttoning up this engine by putting on the heat shields, the intakes, and then lifting her up in the air to put on the lights.
Just getting that in.
This is just one bolt at the front, top, and back, and the same on the other side. And now, it was finally looking like a car again. Now for the airbag, which never actually blew, but we had to steal it to use it on another car which needed one.
That's in.
Alright, that is now on. Very nice.
Looks pretty good actually.
Bumper time.
Indeed.
That's right, bumper time. But first, we had a little visitor.
Hello, how you going, buddy? Hey.
Back to the car. Let's get this bumper on and get it on the road. And there we go. The body of this C63s was completely back together and it was looking good. Now let's get these wheels on because we certainly won't be going anywhere without them.
Alright guys, it's time for the final task. We've now got, as you saw, headlights, bumper, under tray, all of that stuff. The final task is to put the wheels on, and theoretically the car should drive. Fine.
The car is coming down.
Very nice.
Looks good as. The car was now on the ground under its own weight. And we were so excited to see how this thing was going to drive, and if we did a good job or not. It was now time to move this thing out of the workshop. It is time to get this thing out of here.
Hey, do not start.
Do not start. We started it.
Hey.
Going out for the first time. Seeing the sunlight. Oh my god, guys. And even though we hadn't cleaned the car yet, this colour looked so good in the sun, and the red accents really added a nice touch. But now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Alright guys. She is ready to go. Guys, first drive time. Off we go, guys. The first drive of this C63 with an engine swap. New engine. Let's go. We are moving.
She's shifting. She's
She
moving.
is shifting. Damn. Sounds nice. Damn. Still cold so far though, so we can't do anything.
Yeah. Spin it.
It would, man. It would. Damn. Holy. I swear that sounds different to the other one even.
A little bit.
That is
How's it feel?
crazy.
Very,
She's
very
she feels nice. It sounds different to the other one.
Sounds snappy.
Sounds very snappy.
It smells snappy.
We are smoking. Probably some residual oil from whatever happened to this thing. Yeah, just burning off oil.
Very different tone.
Yeah, it is different tone to that one over there. Alright, I think this is the first ever first drive that I've done. Damn. Ready?
We're ready.
Damn! That is crazy! This thing is nice.
It is, huh?
It's nuts. I'm about to spin it. I'm about to actually get us sideways, bro. This thing's crazy. God damn. Alright guys, we've concluded that this thing is not tuned because it's actually not as quick as the other one, but it's still nuts. It's safe to say, this thing drove amazing.
Hey, now that it's had a bit of a run, it's actually running really well now.
Yeah, that's nice.
Everything's up to temp, everything is good.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Oh my lord.
What a car, man.
What a vehicle. What a vehicle indeed. Coolant time.
This guy, man.
We got both the 63s. This is the other one that we built previously on the channel. This thing's looking crazy. There's more coming on this in a future build. In a future video, sorry, not future build.
Very
more
soon,
coming on
very
that.
soon, it's pretty much done. Just one more
Very
trim
soon.
piece and then it'll be good.
And that'll be done. And now we got this one. Look at these things. Both Edition 1 specs. Oh my god. Let us know in the comments which one you would choose.
It's pretty hard
You
to
could
pick,
choose
huh?
one. Which one would it be, guys? Let us know in the comments. It's crazy to think that both of these C63s have been built by us. This moment was big for us, as we were able to bring two cars which were damaged back to life. Oh, and about that engine light. Alright guys, every fault code is gone apart from AC. Obviously we don't have any AC gas, but that is crazy. All it needed was an Italian tune-up.
Literally. He just cleared codes and it fixed it.
It's fixed it, no more engine light. I mean, obviously the ignition's on.
Let's check.
Have a look.
No engine light.
No engine light.
Yes.
All gone. We did it, guys. Too easy.
Good stuff.
Italian tune-up's all you need. Now, the workshop was empty, waiting for the Porsche to be ready to return. Which we have something very special planned for, so stick around for that. It's gonna be crazy. It was now time to say goodbye to the C63s. Oh, and about the fuel sensor issue. Alright, we've just turned it on, reset some codes, and
Turn the car on and it fixed it.
it fixed itself. It's now got a light.
You got a range?
Hold on.
Got a truck meter?
Yeah, we got a range.
400 Ks.
Too easy. He's that good.
What can I say? I'm the C63 whisper voice.
Then, with everything working, they were ready to go. Thank you all so much for sticking around until the end of the video. We really hope you enjoyed, and thank you to every single one of you for joining us on this journey. Make sure you subscribe and stick around because we have so much more to come. We will see you all next week.